Trying out a new company for the raw food. Asking for a review. Right, the environmental impact is not as great. As a result, plastic that is going to end up in landfill or in the ocean. It's all wrapped up, so it's still frozen. These packets I'm going to throw. Right, let's pack this all out, shall we? I'm actually super excited, I have to say. I'm super excited to find out what's going on. So this is my old company that I've been using currently, Mercy Raw. Right, so this is the new rabbit company that I want to try out before I can change into something else. And here we have beef. I'm going with bloody beef. I'm gonna have to take I'm gonna look into that rabbit, by the way. I'm not sure what to think of it, but I think it looks better than the one I'm using at the moment. We'll see. This is gonna get defrosted now. I'm gonna use it ASAP to see how it works. So that's from Nature Raw, the one that I have very big hopes with. It is beef and turkey, so that's for the missus. And yeah, we'll see how that works. Beef and turkey. Grass-fed beef. Grass-fed beef. 100% compostable packaging. Like, all of it is compostable and recyclable. I didn't even see that there's egg in it, but it doesn't matter for Keeks because she can have egg. That's no problem for her. So yeah, I've not got no problem with whatever is in there. Nature Raw beef and turkey. Then we have raw fish. Fish is very difficult to get for me at the moment. So I'm gonna have a look into this, how this looks as well, because the last one I bought was absolutely mush. And this is gonna be the same. It is just absolutely mush, like literally porridge. It's just not possible. Like, the packaging is wrong. It's so wrong. There's like chunks on that packaging, and that's what you get. It is literally a slushy situation. Like, the last ones I've seen in the shops were like 200 grams for like £3-4 pounds. It's just mad. So then we have just normal turkey for the missus. See how that works with her. Then we have chicken for both of them. See how that works with them. Let's see what that fish is like. Oh, that looks much better. So here are all the different types. That's rabbit, that's beef, that is beef and turkey, that is chicken and turkey. Right, it's now been a week and a half that I've been doing those food trials, and I have to say I'm absolutely impressed. I literally am over the moon about what happened over the past week and a half. I have now ordered as well the second trial box, which arrived yesterday, and that was a bit better wrapped up, and not having all plastic all with it. It was a bit of a wool liner as well in it, so that was a bit better. But the company itself, I have to say, spot on with sending things out rapidly fast. I never had that before. It's absolutely crazy. You can order after 1 p.m. Like, I ordered around 1:30 and I had my food the next day, which was crazy fast for me. So most companies, they have a cutoff time after 12, 1 or even 10 a.m. If I would order with the companies themselves, is they only deliver between Tuesday and Friday if you order on a Thursday before 10 a.m. As you can see in the background, I have put the trays out that I'm done the trials with, and is a bit of a change what happened to the video clip that you seen earlier about me showing you the fish and everything. That is completely deleted. So I was ranting on about the fish is not good, but once I defrosted it, it was actually better. So I ordered it again. So let's have a look. These ones, what I was ranting on about before, that they were the same mush as I had with Nature's Menu, and that was not the case. This is still solid fish when it's defrosted. It's not like on the picture, like you see there. It's not cubes or anything, but it's still a solid texture. So I ordered it again, and yeah, I was quite impressed with it. Second company I've went with is the Nutriwalls rabbit. It's because the rabbits that I've been feeding for months at a time, because I was sticking with just one raw food company, was with Mercy Raw, as they have two types of meat that I had to buy all the time, which was the turkey for the missus and the rabbit for the mister, and that's all they had over the past year or two at least. Well, Snoops has been on rabbit since 2022, so yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, and that needed changing. So that was the company I was going with the rabbit, but it had become so bad quality that literally he was struggling daily with the food. It was so much bone content in that meat. It was no longer funny. Every time, since it was his whole meat content that I could only feed him the rabbit, there was no other meat involved. It was all over the place. Literally every time he was eating were bones scattered around his food bowl. It was crazy. That was not 10%. I'm sorry. That was just not. And the main thing I don't want to do here is throw that company under the bus. It is just my experience, and all the other meats I have no experience with. What other meats they offer. I have only experience with the turkey, the rabbit, and just lately the beef, because I ordered that in the food trial too. So, and as I said, the thing about the rabbit is just not, it's just not appropriate for me. That was the turning point why I wanted to change his food once and for all. And I could not do it because he was reacting to every other meat that I've put in front of him. Even though I mixed like a tiny little blob into his big amount of rabbit food that he was getting per day. And he was still reacting to it. He had runny poop, or he had colitis flare up, or he had a cough, a weird cough that he was developing a few hours after food. And yeah, so these symptoms, or he was super itchy and he chewed his paws off. So these were the symptoms that I had with him every time I gave him different meats included with the rabbit. And I was like, it blows my mind. I can't do anything. Give him different foods because rabbit is not nutritional at all. So the turning point was 2 weeks ago when I said, this is it. He has horrible poop now. He does not feel good anymore. He chews his paws off every time right after food. It was not good, so it needs to change. So that's why I started looking into other companies. Also, I've been feeding him Conor Brady's powder, Gut Regan 12, and he's been getting this now for, where's the date? Almost a month. We are close to a month with this food now, with this powder, and that's the second time I'm feeding this, but not in a row. It's the second time this year I'm feeding this powder, and he strangely now accepts different foods, and I'm blown away. I literally am blown away. I've been trying to give him different foods for the last 2 years and nothing's worked. All the powders that I have in my page, in my list that you can look up, it's in the description with the freebie. All these powders have not helped him specifically to overcome or fix his gut, the problem that he had. And I'm just blown away with the developments that have been happening over the past week and a half with this food trial and this powder together. It is just mind-blowing to me. I just still can't believe it, what is happening. So I have done food trial with the missus as well. So again, this rabbit, the texture, I'm going to put a clip somewhere here as well of the two meats next to each other, and the difference of manufacturers, of how they're producing the different meats is just crazy. So you have to shop around. The problem is that in the UK, wild rabbit is not always available, and if it is available non-stop, it is not wild rabbit, it is definitely farmed one. And I don't want to support farmed rabbit because that comes from Europe. It doesn't come from the UK. There is, as far as I know, or my knowledge goes, there is no rabbit farms in the UK. They all come from Europe, or sometimes even China, because that's a big supplier of farmed rabbit, which is just no words for that. So they said, or I read through them quite good, thoroughly, that they do farmed rabbit, but they're taking it from farms from Europe. So I'm hoping with the food trials, even though that's better quality of rabbit and there's almost no bone in it, I couldn't see a single bone, which is absolutely great, that this company is going to be the exchange for now. It is a bit more expensive, I think £1. But I have to live with it because that's the only thing that he can stand or eat now and doesn't get upset stomach or weird poop from it. So this is going to be the brand from now on. And again, what I'm hoping with the trial change, or with the food changes during the trial, is that I can get him off the rabbit and feed him something else. And so far so good. All the meats that I mixed into his rabbit, he has absolutely accepted. That's why I'm so mind blown of it, even though it was a tiny amount. And I'm like, wow. Wow, after 3 years feeding rabbit non-stop, I'm starting to feed beef, chicken. These are the two things that I've been feeding him, beef and chicken. Tried that fish. I've tried herring as well, and that's no good. It gives him the poops instantly. And so that's how I know that probably fatty foods for this dog are not good at all. And yeah, for the missus, I've been doing Nature Raw. So Nature Raw I had big hopes with for the food trial, with different meats they're having, because obviously everything is like basically lamb, turkey, beef, pork, chicken. These are the 5 big ones that you can get in every store. and that's why I'm like, I don't know what else to feed. Nothing of those works. So I've done the trial with her. She has now chicken with it, beef, chicken and lamb. And yeah, so that food trial with this, with hers, works absolutely great. She has no problems with it, and that's really good for me to see that I can finally put her on some different stuff, because she was living on turkey the whole time. I couldn't feed beef. A year ago with her, I tried that already. I had food trials of beef, couldn't do that. For some reason this year it works with her. She had 1 month with that powder as well this year, so it might have been the change there. So that's her trial for that food, as well as a different variety is this one. That's just beef and turkey, and it has a whole lot of ingredients in it as well, which means if I feed this to her, I don't need any other supplements except for her joints, for her arthritis. And I have really big hopes with that one. Obviously that's about £1 or £2 more expensive for the just turkey that I've been feeding at the moment. And yeah, I have to figure out how I'm going to do this, but still it has a lot, as you can see the ingredient list. It has a lot of stuff in it, which is very good, except oil. That's why I started buying it, because I always look out for that there's no fish oil, cod liver oil, or rapeseed oil. Any oils like these vegetable oils, that there's nothing of that in it. Absolutely amazing, absolutely love it. So, and she has no problems with it, and that's a good thing. And again, with that, her poop even got super tiny, and that's how it should be. That's meaning she absorbs it and the nutrients and everything really good. So, as I said, I'm very fascinated with this brand, and I will definitely order more of their variety foods that they have in. As with Snoops, yeah, the trial continues. Yeah, so I need to do this food trials in order to see if I can actually get him off the rabbit altogether and just get him on this brand, because I'd like to have them both on the same company. Because if I order from 2 companies, I have to go with the distributor, which I don't want to, because I have to pay every time shipping fees, and no matter how much the weight is. And I'd like to go with 1 company instead of 2, 3, 4. I know it's better if you have 3 or 4 companies that you can rely on, but it's easier for me if I have 1 company that I can order from directly. It's cheaper, first of all, and it's easier for me. So, and so far so good. I'm absolutely impressed, I have to say. So whatever I'm figuring out with the shipping situation, it's going to come up later. But again, the products are impressive. I will skip this company from now on unless I have no other choice and the products are sold out with the other companies that I'm using, that I chose now. Then I will go back to that one. But for the food trials, I will just use the ones up that I have and go with the ones that I decided to get new. Again, nothing against the company itself. It's just that my dogs are not good on that food anymore. Maybe for other dogs and owners different. Like I said, I don't want to completely paint that company black, which is not true. It's a good company. I've been using them for a year, and it's just that I can't use them anymore for my preferences for my dogs. So yeah. So that's my exciting news for the dog food, which I'm absolutely hyper about. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I think I'm buzzing more than the dogs about the food changes, because I couldn't see the food anymore either that I was feeding. It's just like, come on, get some change going. This is just crazy. So yeah, that's my take on what's happening with the food trials, and I'm absolutely stoked that something is working now and we can change finally to a different brand. it is more exciting. So for the dogs and for the food ingredients. Right, I think that's it for now. And like I said, the products that I'm using, all the companies that I just mentioned, I have in the description below, which is included in the freebie for the dogs, which is the freebie for the hot summer days. And again, it includes the products that I'm using. And yeah, if you want to download that, you're welcome to. Alright, so that's the video for today, and I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm super excited about the changes. Right, I hope that was helpful for you, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions or yeah, anything that way. I'm happy to answer. Right, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching anyway. Bye bye.